Hello, this is Abby and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a quick Ulta haul try on first impressions of some relatively new products that just were released onto the market. So the first thing I'll start off with, and I'll say the names, I'll show the swatches, and then I'll try them on my face, is the Maybelline Lifter Gel Lip Oil in gel, and it's in 006 Strawberry Shake. So, and I have it swatched right here, and it's kind of very, very pretty pink shade. And I'll just go ahead and put it on my lips, and it twists up. I have a little bit of dexterity issues with being born premature, and I'm finding this not the easiest to get open and started. So if you're like me, have a little bit of issues with your hands, I might take this back due to that. And it kind of reminds me of their one foundation that was in a dome that was real popular for a while, and kind of the same kind of process of putting it on, but it feels very comfortable. I don't notice a real strong scent or anything, and it just gives a sheer gloss to the lips. And again, that was Maybelline Lifter Gel Lip Oil and Strawberry Shake. So, and you can put on more. Let's see how it builds up. I like that. Oh, and right now, Ulta has a little sale going on with the code Primetime. You can get like 20% off on some select products. I didn't know if it covers Prestige or not. And then there is, on like all drugstore items, you can get $10 off of a purchase over $40. The other thing that I thought was fun that I picked up at Ulta was Glamnetic Press-On Short Oval Nails. And this was called Glamnetic Strawberry Matcha, because there's some green and pink in there. And I thought these were very pretty. I like this better than taking the time to do Gel X. And then I use the Nina Pool nail hack to get them to stay on. I've worked in the kitchen, and so far all my nails have stayed on except for my one thumbnail. I had to glue back on, but these have stayed on for probably over a week. So I like these, and my next set I might try will be these. So, and then with the code that I had, I got these for like $13, that Prime Time. Should be on the Ulta app too, if you have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off this gloss. It feels very comfortable. And now I can smell like a slight faint fragrance, but not too bad. So the next up is Maybelline's Serum Lipstick, and they kind of replaced it with their other line that they have. I kind of wonder if they just don't repackage stuff. So this was the Maybelline Serum Lipstick in 002. Maybe It's is the name of it. Maybe it's Maybelline. So Maybe It's is swatched right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this lipstick on so you can see what it looks like on my fair skin. Very comfortable, very moisturizing. Yeah, I like it. And here it is on the hand. And the next thing that I'm going to try, it fell out, so I may take this back to Ulta, is the L'Oreal Multi-Use Tinted Balm to Blush and Highlight. And the shade is 13 Rose Lumiere. And it's supposed to go in here. And I did swatch it on my hand here. It's right here. And it is very, 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 very sheer. These are about 4 or 5 swatches right here. As you can see, it just looks like a highlight, maybe with a little bit of pinkness to it. And it's supposed to be a multi-use blush and highlight. So in Rose Lumiere, and it comes like this. I was kind of surprised that there wasn't like a little brush right here even, and it was sealed when I got it, and then this fell out. But yeah. And I overheard an Ulta employee helping a girl pick stuff out, and she was telling the girl that these were supposed to be sort of like the Rare Beauty bouncy blushes, but I would hope that Rare Beauty would have more pigmentation. I might take this back, or I might see if I can put a little bit of glue there and use it as a highlight. So we'll test it out on the cheeks. I'm just using the Sephora blush brush in Pro Blush in 99. I really love this brush. It just does a real good job diffusing stuff, diffusing makeup or the blushes and getting it on your cheeks. So I guess if you like sheer, natural, glowy makeup, these may be okay for you. If you like the more pigmented blushes that you're used to with the e.l.f. liquid blushes and the Rare Beauty ones, then this may not be for you. So I don't really see like a lot of glow to my skin. Now I'm just going to take my finger and just apply some of that. I mean, it feels moist. It gives the skin a little bit of a slip, a little bit of moisture if you have a tendency to have dry skin. But again, this L'Oreal Multi-Use Balm to Blush and Highlight in 13 Rose Lumiere, or Lumiere, is just very, very sheer. I mean, you can see that I got a little bit of color, but I think it would be good with like a glowy makeup routine, like if you had like a tinted foundation, maybe some bronzing drops, and then you used a little bit of blush. This would probably be a good topper. The next thing, and this has been out on the market for a little while, is the L'Oreal Lee Shadow Stick, and it's in shade 115 Twinkly Rose. So here is the swatch of that shadow stick right here. It's more golden than has, with a shade name like Twinkly Rose and looking like champagne, you would assume that it'd be more of a rose gold color. But this is more of a golden color to me. I don't see a lot of pink to it. So in a lot of higher end brands like Charlotte Tilbury and Anastasia Beverly Hills, they've come out with their own shadow sticks. So I think these are a nice affordable option. But I'm trying to show what it looks like on. I need to blend it out a little bit. Yeah, just very natural sheen, you know, on the go, quick and easy eyeshadow stick by L'Oreal. So, and then the next thing that I'm going to review, first impressions, that is new on the market, is the Power Grip Rose Setting Spray. Refreshing fine spritz, glisten with a glistening finish by e.l.f. And it says, Rose, you stay. The refreshing fine biophase spritz helps brighten the look of skin with rose water and pink pearl while setting makeup for a long-lasting wear. Directions: shake to activate and then mist over face 6 inches away, keeping the eyes and lips closed. Apply pre-makeup prep or post makeup to set your look with a glistening glossy finish. So this is the, I wanted to get like also the e.l.f. Givenchy powder dupe, but it was sold out. Maybe someday I'll try that. I got a lot of powders I got to use up. But I like setting sprays, so very fine mist. Yes, you can smell a very slight smell of rose. And it does give a little glisten to the face. Let me spray it on this part of my hand so you can see. Whoops, spray myself in the eyes. But yeah. Yeah, it does give a little bit of a glisten to the skin. You can see those, a little bit of the pearl essence that it talks about, however it says it. I'm just going to rub it in a little bit. So, I like it. I will see how long it, sorry, just bumped the camera a little bit. We'll see how long it stays on. Now, I have very sensitive skin to fragrance, so I was a little bit iffy about getting this, but with like Ulta's return policy, I thought if it makes me get all red or puffy, I can return it. So usually immediately I have an allergic reaction. My skin's very sensitive to fragrance, and I don't see that my skin is getting this tingly, burning, red feeling to it. So I think I'll be able to use it. And that's my little mini review of the products that I got. This eyeshadow stick is just good for just a very sheen, on-the-go quick look. I think you'd need some other sticks you could kind of do to make a more smoked out eye, but very good for on the go. I love the shine of this, the feel of this. I just don't like the applicator. I wish it was doe foot like the other lifter lip glosses, this lip oil. But the shade Strawberry Shake is a very pretty neutrally pink. This, again, on the recap, this Maybelline 002, maybe it's serum lipstick, is very nice, very comfortable, good quality like all the Maybelline lipsticks have been for several years. And this multi-tinted balm blush and highlight by L'Oreal and 13 Rose Lumiere. Very little pigmentation, is more for a person that wants natural makeup or just wants to have like a glowy summery look and is layering products. This would be good for you, but would not work if you're expecting like more of a pigmented blush. So, and then obviously I just bought it, but and I didn't drop it, but if it does get dropped, it falls apart. So, and here's that swatch again just to see how sheer it is. And I'm not having any allergic reaction. It smells slightly rose, has a very fine mist on it. I don't know if you can see that. And it kind of gives a little bit of a glow to the skin. So I like this rose setting spray too by e.l.f. First Impressions. And if you like this, video, please like, subscribe, share, and I will try some other new releases, and I hope everybody's having a good summer.